Welcome back to another video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today we're going to be going over the W-4 and how to calculate the amounts on the W-4. So I'm going to get the video going here and we'll go through this. So you use W-4 so your employer can change the amounts of your withholdings. This is going to determine how much tax you might get refunded when you file your return, or how much tax you may owe in addition to how much has been withheld from your paycheck. So it's very important that the W-4 is calculated right. Normally you can follow along in my PowerPoints here as I'm talking if you fall behind. So normally if you need to adjust your W-4s based on any financial and family changes. So say your spouse got a job and they're unemployed, or you had a kid, that's going to adjust how much should be withheld from your paycheck, because you may now qualify for the child tax credit, and that's going to be less withheld, and on the W-4 there's a line for that, for the child tax credit. Or if your spouse is going to be earning, say is going to be a high earner now, you're going to want to have more tax withheld because you're probably going to owe more tax when you file your return. Now bullet 3 here, if you are exempt from taxes on the I'm going to show you the W-4 form later in the video, but I just want to tell you right now, if you're looking at the W-4 form, if you're exempt from taxes, you only have to complete lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7, and then sign the forms. So we'll go over that in the form when we get to it. Now you can't claim an exemption from withholding if your income exceeds $950 and includes more than $300 of unearned income. Unearned income can include interest and dividends. You can't also claim an exemption from withholding if another person can claim you as a dependent on their return. Okay, that's very important. So you can't have an exemption from withholding if someone else is claiming you as a dependent. Now lines A through H of the W-4. We're going to go through the form, but it's probably good that if you can download the form and look at it, because on line E, head of household, you can claim this if you're unmarried and pay them more than 50% of the cost of keeping up your home and for your dependents. Okay, so that's important because that's going to have less tax withheld if you can qualify for this head of household. Now on line G, you can project tax credits, like I talked about the child tax credit. You can project it. If you think you're going to get the child tax credit, you're going to complete line G. For the child tax credit, you'll have less tax withheld, which will be more money for you when you get paid. So let's go to this real quick. Here's our site first. I wanted to show this to you guys. HarborFinancialOnline.com. We offer free online tax filing and a free estimator, so you can estimate your refund for free on here. And we offer more information on tax, credits, and deductions on the left side here. So it's a great site to check out after the video. Here's the W-4 form that we're talking about. Alright, so A, we're going to go through the lines real quick here. A is going to be one, you're going to total up these numbers, and that's going to give you the number of exemptions. One for yourself, another one if you're single and only have one job, one if you're married and have only one job, and the wages from a second job or your spouse's wages. Okay. C, you're going to enter a 1 for your spouse. D, the number of dependents. These are typically going to be your kids. How many kids you're going to claim. So if you have 3 kids, you're going to put a 3 here. Now if you're going to qualify for the head of household, which we talked about, another 1 here. If you're going to get the child or dependent care expenses, the credit, which I have videos on these credits, so go to the video, see if you qualify for it, because if you do, you're going to get another exemption here. Here's the child tax credit G. You're going to total all these up on line H, and then that's going to be your total number of exemptions. You'll take that total number down to here, put it in line 5. Now if you want additional amounts of tax withheld, you're going to put it in line 6. So that's how the W-4 is calculated. You can get this from your employer and they'll file it for you. If they don't get you the form, it's easy to download to get this form. So again, check out our site after the video. Great site on taxes and how to get all the credits and deductions and how to increase your refund and file the return electronically. So, okay, we already went over this. Part 2 of the worksheet allows you to figure amounts for 2 earners and multiple jobs. That's if you and your spouse both work. Now, if you're a non-resident alien, there's other withholding requirements you need to look at. If your projected tax is going to be higher than the amount you can be withheld, you're going to want to make estimated payments or fill in that box for additional tax to be withheld, which I went over. So that's the main things of the W-4 that are the most important to make sure to calculate the right amount. I appreciate you watching the video. Check out some of our future videos, and we're constantly bringing more information to you guys, trying to help you, get all the refunds and credits out there. Thank you.